The hand of a stop-motion animator is like a godly hand, omnipresent in every aspect of the setting. As easy as it may seem, stop-motion carries a long history of perseverance and true craftsmanship. Albert E. Smith and James Stewart Blackton owned the Vitagraph Company of America. They introduced the first stop-motion technique in their animated short film, The Humpty Dumpty Circus. This was made with Smith's daughter's set of circus dolls that had joined limbs. The film eventually disappeared and became a still image. Stop motion is a technique where you dive into the character. We act out the character. We have to be sure of the moves. We interpret them to transmit it to the character. We know that what is moving the doll is the right move because we assume it and understand it in our own bodies. Absolutely. The best animators are actors. It doesn't hurt to learn acting. I didn't have it when I was going to school, but I have taken lessons to learn how to fit in the shoes of another person to recreate a character and bring it to life through moves. Stop motion particularly is a process where you need to have patience, like a Buddhist. Sometimes you feel very lonely, and sometimes you don't want anybody around when you have 5 other people next to you moving the puppets. There is change inside you, and each project leaves you something important that makes you change. Of course, the changes are always positive, because you understand the project from the inside. It can become something personal that changes you because you are reflecting what's in the puppet. If anyone is not affected by this, they may want to change jobs. Stop motion is more about crafty arts to create as artisans because it's not my hand. In my case, I use the cutout technique. I cut my own characters and I have to sew their limbs with wire to get them to move. So there is a myriad of things you must learn to do. It is a multidisciplinary art, and this betters you as an artist because you get to experiment with other materials to tell other stories. Soon these characters will no longer be still. These hands give a breath of life to a world bound to frames. Eight frames per second is an acceptable rate for beginning animators. Ladislas Starevich was a Russian animator whose early film, The Grasshopper and the Ant, earned him a decoration by the Tsar. Starevich had previously experimented with films in which he used the carcasses of dead insects to turn into wired puppets. O'Brien was known for his groundbreaking visual effects and his most successful film, King Kong, in 1933. O'Brien utilized the multiplane camera setup, also known as a miniature rear projection, to mix live action with animated figures. This town may be silent, but its residents are alive in the hands of those who made them. Breathing one frame at a time, they are timeless, yet in the moment, jumping at us to tell us their story.